this? Do I want to stay?
Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here. Is this thing on? Is this thing really on, or is it playing games? No, I'm just messing around. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the light, love, and happiness every single moment of my life. God bless you. Let's put the lemon into the water. I'm living the show that I created. I'm living the job that I made for myself. The dream is still alive. Shout out to everybody that lives their dreams. May God bless each and every one of you for going after your dreams. And no matter what, don't let anybody stop you from getting there. You are going to get there. Trust me, you're going to get there. You can, you will, you are the best. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And I thank you all for being here, because without your beautiful viewership, without your attention, this stream wouldn't be the same at the 3 viewers that I had when I first started. So God bless you all. Thank you for getting it in, and let's run that intro, baby. Let's run. What's going on with the ticker, man? There you go. Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. So if you're in the trading group, all right, I went over the shoulder, head and shoulder. I talked about this being an Adam and Eve double bottom, and lo and behold, Adam and Eve double bottoms break up from the length here to here. And that is exactly what we got. That's also the head and shoulder pattern that I was looking at. If you were in my trading group, you would have been privy to this move with 10x leverage, 5x leverage, any type of smaller leverage. You would have made some serious gains. So shout out to anyone that's in the trading group. Did you make gains with the call today in the trading group? Remember? And I did say by tonight we would be somewhere in the green box. We didn't get to the green box yet. We're actually getting a little bit stinted of the move. But at the same time, and we see a little bit of bearish divergence. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's look at the bullish and the bearish scenario. And you can see China is opening up trading to Hong Kong on June 1st. It's going to be an influx of money. There's billions of people in China, all right? And I know it's not mainland China, but it's Hong Kong. And I'm telling you, it's a step in the right direction. I asked a poll today. See what the poll said here. Which altcoin would you buy, AGIX or HBAR? And it's funny. It's neck and neck at 75 votes. I wouldn't even touch HBAR with that 10-foot pole. I would buy AGIX. I think AGIX will outperform it. And I'll explain to you why I believe that's humbly possible. Number one, HBAR is more of like an institutional coin, all right? It has a very large market cap already right now. So let me show you the difference between the two coins and what I see. Number one, I have 50x before in my life. I have 100x before in my life. So I'm pretty good at figuring out what coin can make a massive gain and which coin may not. And I speculate on this a lot, so it's something that I've been doing for a long time. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I've had my share of wins. So when you look at HBAR right off the bat, right, we'll go to HBAR right now and we'll take a look at it. Let's just answer this question and see what you see. Maybe you see something different than I do. Number one, it's ISO 220, right? It's kind of connected to the bigger system. I get it. But its market cap is $1.6 billion, right? They even have not all the supply out. Fully diluted will be $2.6 billion if all the coins were out today. All right. So one thing to think about is that idea. Also, let's look at that circulating supply. How many coins are out there? How many coins does it have? 31 billion point 4 coins, all right, in circulating supply. The total supply is 50 billion, so they're still almost halfway through, a little over halfway through the supply, all right. Volume to market cap is 0.65. The volume today was 10.5 billion, 10.5 million. That's a pretty nice volume set, all right. I do see this shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder just right off the bat, just looking in here on the coin coin market cap, right? Now, this is the thing, and then you look at it, right? And like, what is HBAR? It's a most used sustainable enterprise-grade public network for decentralized economy that allows individuals and businesses to create powerful decentralized applications. It is designed by a fairer, more efficient system that eliminates some of the limitations that older blockchains-based platforms face, such as slow performance and instability. It was funded through an initial coin offering in August of 2018 and first launched open access to its mainnet just over a year later. In 2019. As part of the ICO, investors were able to purchase the platform's native utility token, HBAR, at the lowest possible pricing. Those people are going to unload, all right, at 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. You have a lot of people that hold this supply that have been in super early that are willing to dump on you. I'm just pointing that out real quick. So there's something there. And then if HBAR gets to, let's say, a $16 billion market cap, it'll 10x to the price of about 50 cents. People think it will go to 250. And I have like, fine, say it goes to a $32 billion market cap. That's still a 20x at $1. All right. So that just, I'm just putting that out there. Right. And it has a narrative, but it's not really connected to the AI narrative. All right. This is just my, Now let's go look at AGIX and take a look at what's happening to AGIX. Singularity.net. Number one, Sophia the robot. They were connected. They didn't build Sophia the robot. They're connected to it. And so look at this. It's got a $1.2 billion supply, right? 1.2. Yeah. Okay. Number one, smaller circulating supply, as far as I'm concerned. Max supply, 2 billion, right? Very small. Fully diluted would be 600 million, right? And the circulating supply is 1.2, and they have about a little over half, too, about similar to the supply that's out there, okay? It's also got an Ethereum address, right? So it could be purchased on Uniswap. And if you hit more, it's got a Cardano address. So it's connected to the Cardano ecosystem. As Cardano continues to grow, you're going to be able to buy this coin with a Cardano address. Sunday Swap, places like that with your Cardano. So that, to me, is a bigger deal. And I'm going to see the Cardano infrastructure really begin to build. AGIX went from 25 cents to 30 cents not too long from now. And it only has a $370 million market cap. If that goes to double what HBAR has right now, if it doubles what HBAR has right now, which would be a $3.2 billion market cap, you're talking a 20x right there, or a 10x right there, right? If it 10x's to 3 billion, it's at 3 point, around there. So all it has to do is get to like a $6 billion market cap to 20x, not a $32 billion market cap. It needs far less money to make more money. It also has the AI narrative running with it. Everybody knows what AGIX is. It's starting to push up, and there's predictions to $5 to $8. At $5, you're looking at a 15x, 3 to each dollar, right? At 8x, you're looking at about a 20x or more. I believe this thing could even get to $10, right? But I'm looking for a solid 25 to 30x out of AGIX. I believe it's definitely humbly possible, and I think it's far more likely than it is in HBAR. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know something, and I'm not hating on the HBAR people. I'm just trying to look at pure logic here. Is there something I'm missing, all right? Is there something I'm missing? Is there something that I'm not figuring out? Am I wrong here? Please let me know. AGIX is cool. You realize Ben Goetzel was hanging with Epstein. I don't support that no matter the X. That's interesting. Wow. Oh, my gosh, man. Honestly, I don't know who Ben Goetzel is. I guess he's like the guy who created AGIX. But also, at the same time, a lot of people that create these projects, there's thousands of other people that work on the coin. You know what I mean? I'm with you, though. I'm 100% on that idea, I guess. But, I mean, at the same time, I'm not going to go deep diving and be like, nah, I don't know. I think it's a little far-fetched. But again, hey. And not everyone that hung with Epstein was, he was a Mossad undercover agent, right? That was collecting evidence on people. That's what he was doing. That's pretty obvious to me at this point. So not everyone that hung out with him, you could have been targeted. You might have hung out with him. Was it the dude on the plane? Did he actually go to the place? This is a bit hearsay, you know what I mean? But I'm with you on it. I'm 100% on that idea. HBAR, Sol, FTT, Luna. Nah, never did, right? 1 billion coins is not a low supply. You're right, Sam, about that. Yeah, I just, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm 100% Michael L. I'll get it. And I'll say things no one else will say here, open face, done. And that's the difference between my channel and a lot of other channels. I'm going to speak the truth no matter what. It is what it is. All right? So, again, low supply is lower than 200 millions, bro. Honestly, all these coins have billion-dollar supplies. I've been through this many, many times. You can still have massive gains. Cardano has a beautiful supply. Like, look at Cardano. Like, let's break this down. All right? I want my next Cardano. All right? That's what I want. And everyone's like, what do you mean? Well, I got into Cardano at 2 cents. It went all the way to $3.31. Just imagine the 150x potential of Cardano with a $35 billion supply, right? Almost up to its max supply heading to that area. Right, market cap is $12.7 billion. When I got up to Cardano, nobody knew about it. It had a tiny, tiny supply. If we go back here, if we can find Cardano here in historic snapshots, and go back to when I bought it in 2000, let's say, I believe it was like January of 2017. Let's go back in time, folks. Back in time. Back in the day when things were so sweet and life just wasn't the same. We can only, I'm sorry, I'm like going upside down, but yeah, so let's go back to 2017, and this is fun to do. This is something you should be doing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but definitely deep dive in this stuff, researching kind of where they were, when they were, what they were, and then comparing to where we are now, because that's what someone that's been through these moves has over someone that hasn't, right? We've seen this stuff happen before it happened. All right. You may be able to just kind of go with your gut and your feeling, but we've actually made the 500x, the 100x's, the 150x's. We've done the amazing moves that most people dream about. I've done it. So again, and it's not easy. When you're up 75x not to sell, it's like something that takes a lot of guts and a lot of time. It's not something that just overnight, like, oh yeah, we got that. Funny, I'm still looking for Cardano here. I may have skipped it. Let me see here. Looking for ADA. It was an unknown coin at the time, right? No one even knew what it was. It was like on the low. I wonder if it even was out here. Let's see. Stem, Iconi, Factum, Dogecoin back there. Look at the prices here back in the day. Bitcoin, $998. All right. I was looking at Bitcoin when it was $350. I'm an OG in the space. I could teach you things you never thought possible. It's more than just looking at the charts and looking at I just bring so much more to the table than just charting. I love charting. Don't get me wrong. Like, I hit Bitcoin on the long today, something to think about, but I show you the bigger picture, how to really superiorly change your life forever. Like how to step into a higher tax bracket, how to start paying more taxes than you ever thought possible. It's a good thing when you're paying more taxes than you did the last time. Definitely something that you want to be proud of. All right. I wish you could just find the actual coin. And I feel like every time I search it from here, maybe Cardano didn't get out by then. I'm trying to think. I would have sworn I bought it early bird style. Hold on. Wish I could search for it here, but I believe once I search for it in here, it takes me to the real Cardano. You know what I mean? Cardano. I hit ADA and it brought me here somewhere, but didn't do it for me. I don't know what it's doing. I hit Control F like you told me to. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Let me look at one more time. I'm not going to stop here, but I just want to show you something that's going to blow your mind. I'll go a little later into 2017, right? We'll go to March. Made Save coin. I remember these coins like NEM. I love, was Augur back in the day. Iconomy, ICN, Waves was still there, right? These coins that you see now, we've been trading on and off for years. Stellar Lumens wasn't even a penny yet. Okay, there's a coin out right now that's super, super small, and you're gonna see make massive gains. Are you paying attention? Syscoin I got in back in the day, went to 38 cents from that 1 penny. These coins, there's coins like this that are going to do the same thing. You got to be able to figure this out before everybody else does. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but you definitely want to start paying attention, and you want to start thinking about how you're going to build these bags. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes extreme focus, discipline, and research, and that's where the money is. That's why, and everyone doesn't make the big gains, because at the last minute, they're just scrambling, trying to buy these coins. They're not simply slowing down, taking a big thought process of what's happening, and going for the gusto, all right? You got to really, really want it. It has to be your desire to change your life. More than anything possible, you're willing to push it to the limit. It's weird. I'm not seeing Cardano here, no matter what I do here, which is pretty annoying. I was attempting to prove a point. Maybe next time I'll actually get this up and running beforehand. Now I look like a clown. You know what I mean? Let's take a look here. Come on, Ada. Like, you weren't in the top 200 back then? You had to have been. Cannabis coin was up there before you. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Anyway. Ruining my vibe right now. 2018. Let's take a look here. Nah, because I remember finding Cardano before the 2017 run. And we went to $1.31. That was our first high. You know? Oh, that's annoying. Then I hit 80 ADA and it just like moves somewhere, but it doesn't can't find it. All right. Come on. Wikipedia says initial release September 27th. All right, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. I couldn't remember exactly. Let's take a look here. I've been in the game 7 years. The months start to blend together a little bit. All right, so we'll go to like September. We'll go to October 1st. Here we go. This is going to show me some Cardano at this point. So you had XRP. XRP was 20 cents. Funny, right where it is now. Isn't that insane? That'll blow your mind. That'll get you hot and heavy. Made safe slip down below. Chainlink back there at 43 cents. I mean, I got into Chainlink at $1.78. I was late to the party. A lot of people got into Chainlink super early and made a boatload of money off of Chainlink. You have to remember, a lot of these coins people are still talking about, like, people have already made their money off of. I watch these channels, they're like, top 5 coins, and they talk about coins, and I'm just like, you're late to the party, though. Super late to the party. Like, how could you even consider that a win, you know? Like, let's get to the big money here. Let's stop playing games. All right? Why are you doing this to me, Cardano? Show me the love. Why am I doing this to myself? I should have been more prepared. But I did this off the cuff, like out of nowhere. I was like, oh, this is something that would be cool to look at. Maybe CoinMarketCap still didn't have it up yet. I could have missed it by now. Man, this is tough. Anyway, I'll show you the market cap was tiny. That's the point. All right. Anyway, I had a really cool point to show you. Oracle chain, funny. A lot of these coins are gone too. Never to be heard from again, you know? Never to be heard from again. Cannabis coin was out there. Cray, Centurium, Court, Tokes, Park Bite. Funny, I remember some of these. Wow. Then it does something like it found it. Oh, it found cadastral, right? So that's interesting. Oh, this is annoying. I'm going to do it one last time and then I'm done. I'm going to move on to the updates and show you Bitcoin and show you some things that I'm seeing that are amazing today in the charts. So stick with me if you can. If you have the patience, most people don't. But patience is what gets you paid, so you might as well start learning patience right now with me. We'll go to December of 2017, which was kind of when it was like already doing its thing. All right. So there's Cardano at 13 cents. Okay. 46 right there. It's got a 25. Really already had a $25 billion market cap. That's absolutely insane. I can't believe. No, circulating supply. Sorry. Market cap for Cardano at the time. 3.4 billion. I mean, it said a massive market cap at 3.4 billion, and this thing went all the way to the moon. All right. I mean, even if you got in at 13 cents here, I got in super early. By then, I had already 6x my money. It was insane, right? And that's real money when a 6x is just the beginning, like just regular. Okay. Anyway, Let's look at our baby Bitcoin as it just got a massive pump to the upside, 27,000 for Bitcoin. And I called this move to the upside all day long. We might even get to my green box at this movement. All right. And if you're in my trading group, I've been bullish all day since I started this morning, and I've been updating the call all day long. So we hit it again. Another beautiful trade here. And look what I showed you. I said this has Adam and Eve double bottom vibes. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom, as clear as day. That's your measured move up to the upside. Then I even pointed out on the 15-minute time frame, you had the inverted head and shoulder. Who here is in the trading group? Who here made gains with me? Who here did 'ems? Right? And I got a bigger trade at hand, right? We're up $100 here on this $1,200, up 8%. But this is the bigger trade that we're going for, okay? And I'm going to explain why I'm in this bigger trade, and we're going to break it down for you in a second. But just hold your horses. Who here made massive gains with me today? Who here stuck it out in the trading group and listened and understood what I was trying to portray and break down for you? Who here watched me this morning when I said we were likely going to get to the green box? We're getting pretty close now. We're getting pretty close now for that massive pump to the upside for Bitcoin. And how did it start right when I showed up? Don't you think it's weird? I show up to the live stream and a candle explodes. You would think I was the whale of whales. You think I have like a call and like, send it. And everybody starts to send it to the upside. I mean, again, people like to say whatever they want about my trading style. Actually, most people love it. But, you know, there's always a few creepers out there that say their piece. But I continue to be consistent. I continue to make gains. I continue to show you the way, and I don't stop. And you could say, well, he does it every 5 to 6 hours. Well, that is my consistency, and my consistency is my accuracy. So shout out to everybody here. Massive move. Called it again. Another Bitcoin call. And Sean, you could take these right from each other, the first and the second. I'm about to post it right now. And you could even just do like, you know, you could just say accurate call for Bitcoin. I'll put the percentage up there. We started getting in here at the bottom of the channel earlier today. 1.5 in total, about a 1.6 at 10x leverage. That's a 16% gain. It did not hit a stop loss and went exactly where it wanted to go. You can't hate on the love, man. You can't hate on the constant success. I mean, and we do it live in front of people. Like I was here this morning. I'm back here tonight. Bang, 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 bang. Shout out to you all here for jumping on in and nailing it with the kid. And again, I'll make another call tomorrow. I don't even need the ego rub for, oh, wow, look, another call. I know it's all about your next call. What about tomorrow? What about the next day? How many calls can you make this week? You know, nobody cares. Everyone always like, oh, look at what I did. Oh, my God. Nobody cares. The call has been made. It's time to move on to our next call. All right? And that's the key. Sam is Nakamoto. Shout out to Lakochi Coker, man. Sammy, I really wish it was easier for me to grab some Ben coin. I currently only use Trust Wallet. I told you 100 times. Actually, I can't tell you what to do, but Ben coin is super easy to grab on MEXC. I don't know why you're playing games. And MEXC, link in the description below here, link in the description right here to MEXC. Hit that. That will take you to MEXC. So I gave you the link right there. So you hit this. It brings you to MEXC. All right. You join the trading group number 1, and you'd be able to ask this question in the trading group. People will be able to tell you what's happening. We're up 7.9% of the Bitcoin call today. $96 on $1,200. Wouldn't you like to make $100 off of $1,200? A beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. And look, it's very simple. I'll duplicate this window here. So you would have, I pinned. I don't mean to pin. Let me unpin. But the idea is you hit that MEXC link, right? I do get a beautiful commission if you use that link. So thank you so much for that. Everyone who's done that, I appreciate it. And then you head on over to MEXC spot, which is like so simple. Honestly, nothing is difficult in cryptocurrency. Everyone makes things difficult. If you just calm down and relax, you can get it done. All right? He's turned into a leverage maxi. No, just small leverage trades. You know what I mean? You know what it is I'm not a huge fan of leverage. I've made boatloads of money trading spot, and I love trading spot, and I'll probably continue to trade majority of my life in spot. I really will. Because spot is the where it's at. You know what I mean? Less risky, makes money, but I also want to turn that $800 into $8,000. And I am a persistent person that does not want to give up. And I don't want any snickerings. I want to spell all rumors, and I want to become a boss of bosses. So because of that, I'm going to keep pushing no matter what. And I don't give up. I don't give up until I win. That's it. It's just that simple for me. I'm not gonna bend. I'm gonna keep pushing until I make it happen. Leverage is great for swing trading. Of course, that swing trade right there was beautiful. So look, this is where you buy Ben right here. Like right now, if you want to see how much Ben do I own about $2,300 worth of Ben right here at these prices at $14.92. And I just might scoop a little bit up. You never know. I just might scoop a little bit more up. You never know. And we'll break down Ben for you too, which I was nice enough to do throughout the week and show you what's happening. So right now, I would sit on the 7-minute time frame. I would post a little bit of a flag here. And if we can stay inside a flag here on the Saturday night, then Bitcoin can pump even more to the upside. So this is something that I'm looking at. Possible pump for Bitcoin back to the upside into my green box. Again, I do expect it to get to this top of this motion, and then I do see that we could possibly get a move to the downside. You could say, Sam, how did you trade through this? Just buy fibs, money printer, go brrr, bang, bang, bang. And again, let's talk about it. Let's break down what my man just said, right? And we're going to look at some impulse ideas here, all right? We're going to show you something that's going to blow your mind because he's spot on. And I sat with Lifer Friend today. What a blessed person. What a nice man. Even, showed me his family. And what a beautiful, God bless you and your family, man. I don't want to say too much, keep it private. But you're the man, dude. So, look, even got, he had the cufflinks on. What a guy. What a guy. All right, so BTC USD. And, I took my mom to the beach today. We went to a beach that's normally closed throughout the winter. And we went there, or for us specifically, right? So look, I even drew this flag here on the 7, and I was talking about making a move to the upside, and we got that move. It's just insane. Now, what the Lifer Friend just said is awesome. So look, I'm going to take away the moving averages for a split second, and we're going to teach you something that you never thought possible. This is going to be your impulse. This is going to be the end of your impulse. You're going to pull what's called a Fibonacci, all right, which is Alt-F, which is a quick, nice little move here. And you're going to bring it on up. And you're going to see the price action went into the golden pocket at the 0.618 and the 0.65. And that, my friends, is the golden pocket. That's the perfect ratio to get in, and you would have nailed this trade to the upside, right? If you want to make the impulse a little higher or lower, depending, I guess you could almost say, okay, it broke this swing high, came back down, so you could use the impulse here, right there, and there you're hitting the 786 Fibonacci level. And this is what my man, Lifer Friend, does a little different than me. I'm normally going to go traditional style and hit the 618. That's just kind of what I'm going to be doing, my golden Paquito. But, if it comes up and it almost breaks that previous swing, then you take this next tiny swing, 786 Fibonacci level, and you're in there like swimwear. However you do it, make sure you stick to it. All right? No drawdown, baby. Shout out to my Lifer Friend. Sheesh. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. And we come for the second live stream of the day, working for you every single day, no matter what. There's no business meeting that's too important. There's no dinner party that's more important. There's no sunset. I am here for you each and every single day, breaking it down for you, showing you what I'm doing. Again, had you came to the morning live stream, you would have been privy to this move to the upside. So look, the 4-hour time frame, the one thing that I keep mentioning, and I'll go over till I'm blue in the face, this is swinging up on the RSI, but this is swinging down. That's your bullish divergence. That tells me that's likely going to be the bottom of your falling wedge. Many times a falling wedge hits bullish divergence, and that's where the magic happens. That's where it starts to get busy. Again, we have a major resistance point right here for Bitcoin that has to be broken, and I've talked about it, and I'll go over it. And I'm not a moon boy, and I'm not a perma bear. I'm just a trader that goes over the opportunities every single day and sees what I see. If you want to rock with me, you can rock with me, all right? It's up to you. It's completely up to you. But I could see a nice move further up above this region to the upside. What we have to do is we have to close a 4-hour and a daily candle above this point of control and above this resistance. La resistance. Once we get above this point of control on the 4-hour time frame, which is going to be 28,000 even, we can easily get to the value area high at 31,000. That's going to be not that hard to do. We're going to have to contest with this next resistance point, all right, which would be a smart place to take some profit if you were trading high levy, okay? And again, we're going to break this down for you real quick and show you something else that's going to blow your mind. Bear with me right now. See this impulse? We're going to take that impulse. We're going to draw our fib from impulse to here. And where you at, the 706 Fibonacci level, you did wick almost to the 786. I'm not a full-blown... See, I can't fall in love completely with that 786 level. I'm in love with the golden pocket. I'm a 618er guy, man. You kind of mentioned that today, and because to me, it becomes too arbitrary to kind of find these random places in the Fibonacci level where you can like you kind of manipulating the 706 in my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but like because you can force it however you want to force it, right? But again, I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn old man. I get it here though. Say you wanted to take it from this impulse, which does make sense. You wicked right down to the 786. So I'm actually gonna, I'm with that. But again, I normally would have taken my impulse from maybe that beginning triangle. You know what I mean? But again, even if we start from right here, which is the support and resistance zone, right around here, and we bring that fib to that level, clearly we hit very close to the 786 Fibonacci level. Any limit order between the 706 and the 786 would have propelled this to the upside, and then you sell at the next resistance point. Okay? If you came down and bounced off the 786 again with bullish divergence, you could do the same thing like we did again, right? So always a teaching moment in this trading school, always a teaching moment on the stream. We're going to get you to the next level. I'm telling you. If we have to do it for free, if we can't get you not even to join the trading group, if we have to do it for free, we're going to get you to the next level. Then you're going to make so much money, you're going to want to pay $99 a month to join the trading group because you're going to have so much gratefulness, so much gratitude, and you're going to be like, I'm going to help other people do this. I want to help the movement of the lifer. And people don't realize, a lot of other trading groups, I don't know how they started. I started just giving away free information every single day until people started messaging me. I made $100,000 off Phantom. I made this. I changed my life. I did this. I got hundreds and hundreds of messages, testimonials to the return. And then I saw a guy charging $1,800 with a Patreon when he was making videos with his iPhone. And I said, I could do this. So I flipped on a Patreon, and next thing you know, the people responded, and people started signing up like you wouldn't believe. We started helping more and more. The testimonials grew and grew, and I just continued to move every single day. And as that started, I kept going, and then I got bigger, more powerful. I had more people around me. I started hiring a staff. We started making more videos. We started grinding. When I started my YouTube channel, I was the only one editing. I was the only one coming up with every single idea, writing everything, editing everything, and running the trading group. I was working like you wouldn't believe, and I still work that hard, but now I get to put more into the charts, and I have a team running the channel, doing the thing that's supposed to get done. So God bless my team. I wouldn't be able to be here without each and every one of you. God bless everyone that came to me from God. God sent me the most beautiful people. They would DM me, hey, I think you need this. You're growing hard. I would like to do this for you. You can try me out for a month, and then you could pay me once you think it works. And I started that with my, we started Discord security. We started writing articles. We started looking for different ideas. We started bringing in editors. Before you know it, the team became a powerful unit. Shout out to Lakochi. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jamie. We are running at the speed of light right now. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you so much for being a part of my life. It's amazing. Karen, Cher, Sam. Shout out to everybody here. There's a reason everybody goes, every gas station has Bitcoin ATMs next to the fiat pumps. ATMs, you're funny. They came to deal for the debt ceiling. We grow together, no lifer left behind. Shout out to Lifer Friend in the game. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to all my beautiful blue crew. Everybody here on the live stream. Cesar Cordero, MEXC, baby. So sign up to MEXC today. Pay no spot fees. That's another thing. Pay 0 spot fees for MEXC. Bitcoin doing great, all right? Bitcoin doing great today. So I just wanted to show you that bigger idea, all right? And now, look, we're locked and loaded. We might even have to go to the 1 minute time frame just to see what's happening and cracking along here. Bitcoin about to crack on this 1 minute. This looks like a bigger move is coming for Bitcoin, and people are gearing up for China to come in. I'm telling you right now, the smart players are gearing up, right? They're getting ready. And this trade is about to pump harder than it's ever pumped. It looking like the 1 minute wants to get absolutely busy. And you're like, why did you just go from the daily to the 4 hour to the 1 minute? Because I watched the minute time frames to get above previous resistances. That can push us further to the upside. One thing I do want to see is I want to look at the bear scenario. We did some teaching. We had some fun. Let's look at what could stop this from happening. Let's break down the levels that we need to break above. All right? Because no, you get all fun. You're all happy because you're moving. You want to trade. You think you're invincible. And that's when things get iffy because then you start adding way too much. You start getting crazy. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just giving you the aware situation of what does happen to traders in general in trading situations. So if we can breach this trend line, oh my God, if this 1 minute decides to break out right now, so we're going to watch the 1 minute, but you have to understand this 1 minute breaking out is going to convey that this breaks this trend line to the upside. This is a big deal, all right? And again, we got that slight bullish divergence here that wants to play, that wants to push. We have this resistance that must be broken. We got to get back above 27,000. We'll call it 500 even. We close a 4-hour or a daily candle above that level, we are in business, baby. We are in business. Let's look at our daily candle close today that just closed at about 8 o'clock, sorry, about an hour ago now at 8:56 as we're moving forward. And sorry for the 10-minute delay. I was watching a movie with my daughter. She loves storks. I was sitting with my daughter and my mother just having a blast. It was just 6:20. Next thing you know, it was time to shine. So look, the daily wants to push to the upside. And the daily candle closed bullish. Look, and we've had 3 daily candles in a row of bullishness. That's 3 white shoulders. 3 white soldiers suggest that we will push to the upside. It's a very bullish sign. And look at that. As I said that, the daily candle gets big. And there's my futures trade here open up on perpetuals. Now we're up 118, 19%, 124. This thing is starting to move like you wouldn't believe. And again, I got the 1 minute watching for you. I got the daily. Look at that. That thing just blasted to the upside. I just talked about this. I just went over this. I said I have to look at the 1 minute to see this happen. I said it looks like the 1 minute's about to blast. And look what happens in the stochastics. I'm pointing at it with my finger because I'm like, my gosh. Only on this channel do you see the live action every single time. All right. And it's the dedication that we bring. Because I'm dedicated, I get to get quote unquote lucky. I get to see these things happen on the live stream with you and me together. That is a massive move for Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing. There's a little bit of bearish divvy now as this swings down and that swings up to the upside. Tells me, hey, could be a time to take some profitos off the trade. All right. And again, I always want to keep these trades open for long beans, but I never seem to be able to do that. Like that's, this is supposed to be a longer trade, but I like what I'm seeing right now for this trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that stop loss. All right. Hold on. We're loading up all over the board here. And let's take a look at BOOKMAP as I didn't load it all the way. I got a lot. I'm pushing this computer to the absolute limits of its abilities. Let's go to turbo here on the computer. It has a turbo setting. There we go. Turbo, baby. Turbo. Let's run this computer all the way to the upside here. And that spike already came back down, as you can see. Time to sell was at the tip of that spike. That was it. I wanted to get out, but you can see the system got a little slow there on the move. All right. I have too many of these windows open. I don't need 3 perpetuals. All right. Just showing you guys. And again, Maxi has 0 spot maker and taker fees. So if you jump on in, you have 0 fees. I mean, to me, it's really the place to be. All right. It's the place to be. It's what you want to be doing. It's how you make it happen. And that's a beautiful 10% gains for Maxi right there. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Getting her done, baby. Getting her done. And you can see we're having a little bit of issues here. I'm loading up this computer. And again, don't compare this to your computer because I'm streaming right now. When I'm streaming, I'm taking up a lot of bandwidth, and that's the problem. All right. So our stop loss, we're going to raise up now to 27,000. All right. We're going to raise the stop loss to 27,005. It's weird. I had a stop loss here. Where is it now? It's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to edit that. And we're going to raise the stop loss to 27,000. Either way, we're going to take gains out of this trade. All right? Maybe even 27,000. 27,033 just cuz I like the 33s, baby. All right? And yep, tape stop loss in batches, boom boom boom. And we're going to confirm that move. Now we're in the money. We can't lose money on the trade now. You see what I'm saying? We can only take about $100 off the trade. There's nothing else that can happen here. Now we're up 11%, 139. This thing is starting to moon. My goodness. Woo. I'm feeling hype right now. Shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. And this is why when I show up, the magic happens, baby. How many times have I showed up and you see it starts to pump? It's like, what is it? Do I just know what's happening? Am I psychic? I don't know what it is. I find it absolute insanity. But this happens to us all the time here on the live stream. Let's take a look at beautiful BOOKMAP. Let's look at those liquidations. And there's people that went short, and they are our exit liquidity. They're the reason why we're able to make this money because they decided to go short. I also showed you there was liquidity to the upside earlier today, and I talked about it. Okay, I went over this idea, and BOOKMAP corroborated the story. We still have the sell at 27,400. It's kind of likely that we're going to get punched up to this area. 27,240 is our next target. This thing wants to move to the upside. So BOOKMAP also telling us that there's more liquidity to the upside than to the downside. I love what I'm seeing here. for BOOKMAP. So shout out to everybody on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for running in this with me and watching this massive pump. 27,100. Now we're banging on them to the upside, up $136 on 1,200 bucks, 11% on the move to the upside. All right. And again, I make bigger money trading other things too as well, right? As if we've been pulling in massive gains. Just in the last few weeks, we've made over about $15,000 trading Ben and PEPE coin. So pulling in some nice gains. If you do that every 3 weeks, or if you leave every month you make 10 to 15 grand, think about it. That's over 150,000 in 10 months. You're talking about $80,000 a year. After taxes, you're still bringing in like 120 grand. That's in a higher tax bracket than most people, and you're sitting at your house leverage trading or just spot trading, doing your thing. I can teach you the way. I can show you how to do this. I do it all the time, every single day, and we have teams of people that do it with me. When I'm away from the computer, which is rare, but when I am away, there's someone there to help you. If you join my trading group, listen, we're here to help you do this long term. We're not here to make you money fly by night. We're here to make you a trader for the rest of your life. All right, that's what we're looking for. That's what we go for. All right, and there's your BTC call right there to the upside that we just made, and it actually continues. We'll probably have to add to this, but we showed you this was a cup and handle. We showed the flag this morning, right? You can watch my live stream from earlier today, and you can be like, wow, he did say that he was bullish. He did show you his trade. He did stick to his guns, and this trade is mooning. I mean, this is a moon city. We're now up 155%. This thing is absolutely mooning, all right? And then you can go here again to the stop loss, right? And you can edit it again, right? And now we can raise it to like 27,090 or 27,075. We can continue to grab from this trade. You see what I mean? No reason not to. No reason not to. All right? We confirm that. You can see it's there. Change has been successful. We are ready to go. We have locked in more profits now, as this is now up 156% gains and moving. And I'm going to break down the bigger idea behind this trade and why I believe there's more to come. Look at that massive move to the upside. I mean, and I told you the 1 minute was getting ready to rev up. How did I know to switch to the 1 minute? These are things we're going to teach you in the trading group. When to use smaller time frames, how to use the bigger time frame, how to get into smaller time frames to continue the move to the upside, what you're looking for, how you're looking for it, and how it's moving. Look at the daily candle now breaking this previous high. I mean, this is amazing. This is what we're looking for. That, to me, is a breakout of this falling wedge. Again, it could be a fake out breakout. That's why I've raised my, just like that. That was a fake out breakout. We will see. We want to see this we want to see this next daily candle close, which closes in 27 hours, right? But we want to see this daily candle close above this resistance right here on the daily time frame. We want to get above this point of control, and then we have a gap here. We can easily gap up to 29,000. Yeah, is that, yeah. My eyesight is going, and it's getting harder and harder for me to see that. Like a year ago, I was able to see that immediately. 29,255. From staring at the screens for all of you for most of my life and for running my trading group, I have burned my eyeballs out. I have to be. It's kind of sad, but it's just the facts of life. I have burned my eyeballs completely out. They don't work the same as they have before. That's a beautiful pump. Honestly, I want to take profits here. I like this. I'm going to raise my stop loss to 27,000. Like 120 and take that money off the table. All right. We're at 122. Let's see if I can get 120 real quick before it does too much of a dip. And this trade will close immediately. But that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Now I'm definitely in profit at 120 and I'm up 12% on the move. You can't beat it. You can't beat this. Bang, bang. And look, if you get ShareX for your computer, it's so simple. You can just drag this like so. Nailed it, right? And there you have it. I didn't even use a lot of leverage there, 8x leverage. I used less than 1% of my entire portfolio. Whenever trading leverage, use less than 1% of your entire portfolio, okay? Please. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. I use less than 1% of my portfolio, and I always use a stop loss. I keep myself from getting liquidated. This is the key. This is the answer. This is the way, all right? This is the way. And then you stick to smaller time frames. Like we can even start switching now to the 5 second, right? And we can see if the 5 seconds making a bit of a flag here that could continue to the upside. You're looking for bearish divvy now. You kind of have some strong bearish divergence. That could be your top out for the night there at 27,130. But wow, what a massive move right now in front of everyone. Had you been to my and that's why you watched the Saturday stream. Who here missed the Saturday stream but wish they didn't? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Who here missed the Saturday morning stream but wish they didn't now? Looking back on it, they're like, man, I just want my beautiful wife to know how much I love her. Can I give a shout out to Ashley Messina? Thank you, Lifer, for all your hard work. Keep doing an awesome job. Shout out to Ashley. We love you. And Crypto Tweak loves you too. I hope he's not calling you back. I hope you guys are still together. But if not, it's time to come home, baby. It's time to come home. Now, I'm just messing around, but we don't know. We don't know. And there, I just got stopped out of my trade. Look at that. And that was going to, like, there was some heavy bearish divergence there, and I took that money. You can see, and some people are like, yep, and there I am. I'm out on the trade, and now we're up 1370 from that 1222, up $150 on the trade. We nailed it, and I showed you how to make $150 today. You do that every day. 10 days, that's $1,500. In a week, that's $4,500. All right? I mean, that ain't in a month. I mean, that's $4,500. That, I mean, imagine making an extra $4,000 a month on $1,200. See what I mean? You don't need a lot of money. You need a lot of patience. And you can even see my in and outs, what I love them. There was my in right there. There was my out right there. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. And now the trade is still mooning. Watch this thing continue to moon. You never know. Usually they dolphin dip down, and this thing could continue to blast. The daily's looking absolutely beautiful. Look at that. They climbed right back up. Interesting enough. So now let me calm down here. I took care of my trade. Now I can focus on me and you and see what's happening. Let's get out of the smaller time frames for now, and let's look at the bigger picture. The daily right now is breaking this trend line, all right? And some could say, oh, no. This is the trend line. It still hasn't broken it. But I'm telling you right now, I've done this for a long time, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have more touches on the trend. To me, that was just a fake out breakout that got you back up. This has a bigger measured move, all right? And what I talked about more and more here was the weekly chart, all right? And so let's break this down. If we slap on our moving averages and you saw the weekly, I kept saying as long as we stay above this 200 SMA, we're in the money, all right? The problem with me and my leverage trading is the leverage trade that you just saw me make, I'm supposed to keep open and just keep a stop loss below here, and I'm supposed to keep this one open all the way to the upside. But then once I'm up, my brain's like, take the gain, take the gain. It's leverage trading. Anything could happen. So maybe I have to just lower the leverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up 2 accounts. One is a scalp account. One's going to be a long-term leverage hold account. And I can never seem to mesh the two together because when I do that, I get an issue. Weekly, baby. I live there all day, man. AGX all day. But also Heart Humans AI about to release a mainnet of their own blockchain on the 29th. That's interesting. iHeartRadio, baby. iHeart now. But so as long as we stay above this yellow line here, which is the 200 SMA, we are bullish. And that's why I've been bullish. And I've been talking about being bullish on this bigger idea. Okay. Now let's look at our MACD, which is honestly not the best indicator. It can easily just flip back to the upside. I'm looking at stochastics RSI. Their momentum is just far superior, in my humble opinion, to take track on. And we've been waiting for the stochastics to get low, and we're still inside this flag. And you can see the 21 is coming for the 200 SMA. To me, that's a big deal on the weekly, right? We may not have seen it on Bitcoin, but I'm willing to see on some other assets. So let's take a look at a duplication here, and let's look at some other assets that I've been looking at. But what a massive move. Shout out to anyone that took the gain with the lifer, man. Shout out to anyone that took the gain with the lifer. Hong Kong will pump up back to 30K range. I'm telling you right now, the money is flowing in, and I have a list of coins that are hot in my trading group. I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but I have a list of coins that are hot in my trading group that you definitely want to understand. There's about 25 coins, some overlapping depending, that are going to be massive. And I'm going to make a list for them called the Chinese coins, and I'm going to be putting them out and going over them. And they're the Chinese narrative coins. I don't want anyone to think like we're kind of pinpointing, that idea. This is the narrative that once the Chinese understand what's happening, money is going to flow into certain coins. CFX, for instance, is basically given the pass by the Chinese government as being one of the hottest coins in the game. So you want to know this information before it's too late. Like, it's good to know this information before everybody else. And that's the key. That's really what that's what I pride myself on. And everyone's like, well, why would I join a trading group? Well, it's because you know all sorts of information that you wouldn't know before. You get what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't be that hard. You'd be on point. You would know what was happening. You'd be sitting there doing your thing. Unbelievable, man, what's been going on in the game. Unbelievable. And I mean, I'm just excited. Anyone got the Celtics score for the kid? I do want to know what's happening with the Celtics right now. Go Celtics. It's 26-20 right now. I see right there on the line. But I want to see the live score on Twitter. I go to Twitter now. They're like the place to be, right? Okay, it's 34-29, end of the first quarter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't even get to see how many people were watching the live because I'm so busy. Shout out to the 400 people on the live stream. That's a lot on a Saturday night. God bless you all. And again, whoever kind of drifted off, we get it, but I'm still here for you, man. Is Ben being useful a good thing for ETH also? I mean, Ethereum's what it is. You know what I mean? Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination equals the lifers. We are here for you every single day. We are here for you every single day. What did he say? Time for glasses, Mr. Lifer. I have them. I have them. Will it pump again? Let me go grab them, actually. I have them right here. Late at night. Definitely need the glasses. I got glasses, man. Don't think I don't. There you go. Now I can see the numbers easily. And, dude, I sold that top. You saw me sell that. You know what I mean? Super chats. Let's go Celtics, man. We should watch the game later and have you commentate. I wish I could, but I probably can't due to, like, infringement. But I would love to do that. Thank you for the call. Just cashed out 50% of the trading, holding for 2 day 7 while I was in the red. Just by watching your live, I get knowledge. Appreciate it. Shout out to Kaya, man. God bless you, man. 150% gains on Cocos. Let's go, Lifer Army. And I put out Cocos too, man. At PS5, my man, doing damage. What's your opinion on the pre-sale with Loyal? I have no opinion on that. I know nothing about it. I don't want to talk about it again. No offense to you and yours. I just don't go over coins that I don't know about. I don't know what I'm not going to talk about things I have no idea what I'm talking about. All right? That's just not my status. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I want to see if this is going to continue through the night, or did I sell the local top? This is one I want to look at, and now I have to kind of do what I do, which is break it down and get into brass tacks. So I'm going to go to the BTC, USD, T, KuCoin chart, and I'm going to delete everything. All right? This is how I roll. I'm going to get rid of my moving averages. I need to just see everything flat and easy and let my subconscious mind begin to build. And this is where the magic happens. So we know our weekly support is 24,000, about one, I call it 24,370 area, maybe 24,400, okay? A lot of people are talking about 25 too, but I'm all about that weekly support, okay? From that pivot of the wick to the upside, and you give a high, you have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low, higher high, higher low. That's an uptrend. All we need to do is put in a higher high above this level, and we are going to continue to the upside. We need a few reasons and excuses to make that point. And again, I'll tell you right now, these two wicks right here on the weekly chart, if we can hold this wick on the weekly, that's a big buy pressure move. That's going to be something substantial to think about. I want you to pay attention to this. Look at these top 2 weeks on the weekly. We got to push to the upside till we got to the resistance. And, you know, the lever traders and everyone else around took profits at resistance. That's just what's going to happen. We get above the resistance. Look how fast we can gap all the way back up to about 37,500. That's going to be our next level to watch very, very closely. So, and there's a gap in the VRVP there. All right, it even brings us all the way to about 39,000. And I've been talking about the 3-day chart getting back above the zone too as well. So the 3-day chart looks absolutely lovely. Look at that curve on the stochastics. That's an aggressive curve to the upside. You're starting to breach on the 3-day. And so in my mind, the 3-day broke out. The 3-day just broke out. Look at that. The 3-day is breaking out right now. This is a big deal. Okay? This is a big deal. Back above 27K after we balanced on 27, 26 for a long time. If you don't realize how substantial this is, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? And we see that the 50 is coming for the 200. Eventually, that's going to be a golden cross on the 3-day chart. And I'm telling you right now, with the Chinese narrative coming in, and they're going to buy Bitcoin too. Don't think they don't like to buy Bitcoin. They like buying gold and Bitcoin. They want to get their country off of the yuan and onto these other, reserve kind of currencies. They want to show the world that they don't, because even the yuan is connected to the US dollar in a way, because how much debt did China buy? Something you haven't thought about. China was the biggest buyer of US debt for a long, long time. So even if you don't realize it, the yuan is connected to American debt. But what's not connected to American debt? Bitcoin, gold, right? So they even tell their citizens to buy gold heavily. They are heavily pushing these narratives on their own citizens. This is a big deal. If you don't realize how substantial this is, I just don't know what to tell you. And so this is going to be a big deal. This is something that I'm watching. Wow, 44.39, 6:48 in the second. This is a battle. This is a battle right now, and this game is going to be one of the most fun games to watch into that third and fourth quarter. I am going to let you guys leave in about 10 more minutes, so if you do want to watch the game, you can. We already made our gains for the day. We can sit back and relax, and making gains on a Saturday is a beautiful thing to do. So it is what it is, right? So look, we could get to 37,800, and that's going to be your next target, all right? Again, we have to breach that previous high area on the. Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. We know what level we have to get back above. We know how substantial this level right here is. So I'm not all, and I don't even need to put a line there. You can see the point of control comes right into place at 27,384, between 27.8 and 27.5. But we get above that. Look at the gap waiting for us for a massive move to the upside. It's interesting. 4 hours also overbought. How did I know how to play this regardless? It was the smaller time frames that gave me the go-ahead. All day I was watching this flag on the 1 hour time frame. All right, and I put it out, and then I even saw the Adam and Eve double bottom here on the 15-minute time frame, and I know my Adam and Eves play out very, very nicely. Let's break down what an Adam and Eve double bottom is. If you've never seen one, let's talk about it. So let's see how much you can learn here on this channel just by tuning in on a Saturday night for about an hour. We're going to give you more information than you've ever seen before. We're going to pack it in too. You know, you ever pack a bunch of, I don't know what I'm saying, but you ever like have a suitcase that like doesn't look like it can fit, and you just fit more in there? That's what this show is like. Look at that. That's what Adam and Eve double bottoms do. They pump to the upside. And even if you don't understand, you can try it in Adam and Eve trading, okay? Google is your friend. My number one mentor used to tell me all the time, Google is your friend. This is the key, right? And so you can hit images, which I always do. Just hit Google or Bing, whatever you want, right? I don't really use Bing a lot. And look, see the massive move up? See the massive move up? And you're supposed to come down and make that massive move to the upside. You can get double tops too, just the same. Look at that massive move to the upside here for the Adam and Eve double bottom. So when I see an Adam and Eve, I'm all in. You know what I mean? That's how I traded PEPE with love and respect. I mean, PEPE gave me massive gains. So now, okay, we've got our move. We got overbought on the 15. We're getting overbought on the 1 hour time frame. You know, we got some wickage. We got some buy pressure at this previous resistance point on the 1 hour time frame. Previous resistance becomes new support. So you can see we bounced here a couple times, so we're going to have a little bit of an issue there. I also showed you that this was a cup and handle Sammy cup and handy to the upside. All right, I don't have my my panel today, but next time I'll bring my panel. Sammy cup and handy to the upside all the way for the move. And this actually gives us a bigger target because you're supposed to go wick to wick on the cup and handle. And that tells me we are going to breach this level here that is oh so important. Again, if we don't breach the level, I'll turn bearish and I'll short us back down. But the fact that we're breaking above this wedge and the bullish divergence right there. Look at the bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. You have this swing up to swing up. You have this swing down to swing down. I omit the wicks when I'm doing divergences. That is a bullish divergence. That tells you that's likely going to be your bottom. And you get bullish divergences at the bottom of the channel. Now you're looking for a bearish divergence. That's the problem here. And right now, this swings up. While that swings up, we don't have it yet. We would have another swing up with another potential pump up. The bearish divergence should come somewhere around here so we can come down and break back on the 27,400 level. All right? And, you know, and it's hard to take profits because you're dreaming. You're like, well, what if it goes higher? Lifer, what do I do then? And I missed out. And it's about chipping away. No one ever went broke taking profits. Continue to take those profits. Continue to chip away. Continue to do damage. All right? And so now what I do is I build a flag. And I understand now that price action can't really move until the 21-day moving average interacts with price action. So we're looking for the interaction with the 21 to price action. We want to see a flag. And of course, we could get a bigger spurt up. Anything could happen. That's why I look at smaller time frames. But and how did I just sell the top in front of everyone? How did I do that? How did I know that was going to be our top? Because I saw the RSI high. I saw that the MACD was getting a little extended. And I saw that the stochastics were getting high. I also made my measured move out of the Adam and Eve double bottom. And life is good, right? It's good to go to bed with a gain. You can wake up the next day ready to go with a clear head, all right? And so that's what I did. And if it keeps pumping, so what? I'll get back in on a retracement. I'll find a Fibonacci level. Now look what you're looking at. If your lifer friend, okay, he might be looking at something like this. He might be going from this wick to this wick, drawing it up, and waiting for us to get back down to this 786 level right here, which may be a retracement. Might even just go to the golden pocket for a pump back up, or we could stay inside the flag. And this is why I like my flag system, because if we stay inside the flag, and that might take 6, 7, 8 hours. We might wake up tomorrow with a beautiful flag. Look like today. The same thing was today. This started through the night. When we woke up, we were half through. I kept it moving, kept it moving. Look how long this took. And this is your meter, your time meter. And you can go up or down with it. It doesn't really matter. But, I mean, that took 1 day and 10 hours to form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Like, I mean, you're talking 30 candles, 31-hour candles. That's not easy to be patient, but if you understand how to fill a flag and you wait for the flag to fill, you can get there. You can figure out this stuff on your own. And likely, that was the pump for Saturday night, right? We're going into Sunday now. There's some wariness. But again, the bullish divergence started it. The bullish divergence here as well that we showed you here on the 1 hour time frame showed you that was going to be your bottom. And ever since we pointed out this bullish divergence, and if you remember correctly, back this initial trade started here when I showed you that the 15-minute was going to pump to the 200 SMA. And you remember, if you were in my trading group, we had this drawn. Now it dipped and I got stopped out, but then came back in for vengeance. Okay, and you can see this was the cup. Right, it was even kind of a shoulder, a head, and a couple right shoulders there, but that was a cup and handle. And I said we're likely to pump up to the 200 SMA because I was watching the 15 and I saw how the moving averages were getting tight. So we've been in this trade since here. Then you made another flag right here, right? And you had your secondary measured move, which was the length of this pole. And that's what gave you that. Then you made your second flag. And so I just keep flagging out and drawing my flags. And see how I stick with the next move to the next move and I keep connecting the dots? And then I'm also looking at the daily. I'm not completely oblivious to the bigger time frames. Okay? We look at this 5-second chart, and it's actually doing pretty good on the sideways price action here, saying that it may actually begin to build. It's almost got a descending vibe to it, though, which to me is a little bearish. Descending triangle's not the best, but right like this, we could say it's getting tighter in this zone. And I don't like to trade the 5-second. I'll be honest with you. It's pretty sketchy. All right, that says a move could come or not. You know, I'm not huge into the 5-second chart. I'm just not. Also, there's a bearish divergence here. This is a swing up, this swing up. That's what made me want to move my stop loss into take profit and take those profits because that's a bearish divvy right there. It is what it is. All right. So I've marked up this chart a lot. I've taught you a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm going to watch this flag throughout the night, and that's what I'm going for. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. All right. If you have any questions about your 99 membership course registration or would like to pay with crypto, and there's people I saw leave the trading group. 5 people left the trading group today. I'm wondering why you did that. Because you missed out on massive gains. And we're going to find so many more gains. You'll be back. Most people that leave will be back. I will say I bought a recording of the trading course worth every cent. Shout out to Crypto Tweak, man. Thank you for saying that. I bet they say we default on debt going into the weekend to get one last stab at lower prices in the market. Then money print to go brrr. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Check VChain, please. Send it a TA or super chat if you want to jump on in. So we're still here, lock set at 271 votes. Would you like, which altcoin would you buy, AGIX or HBAR? Also, how was I trading? I was trading on MEXC, okay? And then remember, how do you get into Ben? You get on Ben and MEXC too. Now let's talk about Ben token, because Ben token is the talk of the town right now. It's been the hottest thing since sliced bread. Let's break it down. And remember, we just want to see, we already know the levels to go over, right? I brought it down. Let me just tell you one more time, just so you know, okay? Just so you know. Look, resistance, resistance, resistance. We must close a daily or a week or a 4-hour candle above 27,000. I'm going to say 500, but 27,450. If we can't get above that zone, we're going to likely just, this is a bull trap, and we're going to end up here at the bottom of the pattern. That's okay. We could bull trap here, come back down, come back up again. It won't be the worst thing in the world, okay? We also see some slight bearish divvy here on the 15-minute as this is kind of flat while that's pointing to the upside. But again, it could get negated. Let's watch this flag take place on the 1-hour time frame. 15-minute too as well. We need to wait. 4 hours also a little overbought, telling me that, you know, we have a little bit of trouble here. That's why we need the 4-hour to pump a little more and get us to that upside. The 22-hour time frame, which is one of my favorite go-to time frames, it had a nice move too as well. I feel like whenever I hit this mouse or something happens to it. But this had a nice move too as well. It really did. And what we want is we want to keep this above this price action here. And I keep omitting this section here because it just doesn't, I have this funny saying, if there's 5 people in a car, 2 people want burgers and 3 people want pizza, you got to get pizza. You know, it's just how it is, even though it's only one other person, but it creates the majority. So look, resistance, 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 right? Resistance, resistance. This touches too many times. If I decide to bring this in as my level, Okay, that's fine. We're still breaching number one. It's still a breakout. It's even a better breakout, number one, which is fine. We could look at it like that. Okay. But when I make it even more elongated, I hit more of the channel and I get more action, right? And when I get more action on that line, that gives me a higher probability that that's really the trajectory that I'm going for. And I've been backtesting this for years. And this is a subconscious move that I just make. Like, I can't even tell you. Your mind will start making decisions for you once you give it enough information. That's the key to trading, is to give yourself so much information that your mind's able to make these ideas and calls, you know what I mean, without even having to think. You just know what's right and what's wrong, okay? I mean, I just sold you that local top, and I showed you how to take profits. You got to learn how to sell, everyone. You got to learn how to sell. If you don't know how to sell, if you're always in indecision, then most of your trades are going to end up losers. You got to learn how to sell. And I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taken as financial advice, but you must learn how to sell, okay? I like what I'm seeing here. And again, back to the idea, we must get a 4-hour or daily candle close above. Even look, there's a high volume node right there. All right. And then to get about this green zone, really 28K, but it first starts at 27,450, 27,500, and we can continue to the upside. So that's kind of the bigger picture here. And again, it's okay if you miss this initial pump. Wait for it to come on out. It will likely retest one of these two areas. These are going to be good entries on low stochastics with a bullish divergence, right? That's going to be our next cup and our handle there, see? And that's the Sammy cup and handy that gets us back above to the next resistance. And this is how we get it done, all right? By projecting into the future and seeing what's going to happen, we're able to play the probabilities in our favor. But we must use, probabilities. There has to be some sense of order, or you're not going to be able to achieve greatness in this trading zone, all right? There has to be some sense of order here. And again, shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade from this morning. And look, you got this. You didn't even have to be in the trading group. You could have just watched my morning and then watched my night live stream. I want to make you a great trader before you pay me. I want to pay you before you pay me, all right? I want you to get paid before you even think about paying me. That's the key here. That's how you grow a great business. A great business gives away what it has before you even drop a dime, okay? And look, we're coming up on a golden cross now here for the 1 hour time frame. That's another privy thing. You're getting the 50 coming to cross that 200. So this can go sideways. The 21 will come up, touch price action. We'll get the golden cross, and then boom. All right, I can already see the next trade way before it happens. I'm ahead of the trade because I'm projecting into the future. And this is where my trading style kicks in. It's no indicator. It's nothing. It's years and years of knowing how price action works and watching price action like a hawk. So again, we're watching the smaller time frame behavior. Now, there's a chance the 5 or the 7 minute makes even a more cutthroat move. I've seen it happen. But majority of the time, we're going to wait on this. And again, we might get one more push-up. Something could happen here. But at one point, we're going to flag on out here on the 1 hour time frame. And then that's going to be our key. And that flag's going to give us a 68% chance of a move to the upside. All right? Someone asked about Alchemy Pay. Let's take a look at Alchemy Pay real quick. And, I'll be back tomorrow morning, just in 10 more hours, to keep you smooth and ready. So you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear but fear itself, because I'm constantly making the moves. All right. Alchemy Pay, look, it had a shoulder, a head, shoulder. That's a complex inverted head and shoulder. Okay. Well, you have multiple shoulders. You got a head. And you need, and then that's going to make the move to the upside. I talked about Alchemy Pay breaking out earlier today. I went over it with my trading group. I even showed you this idea here that we were likely going to move to the upside. Now, it didn't get a huge move. But when money flows into Bitcoin, it gives that move to the altcoins. 4.7% gains for Alchemy Pay. And again, what I would do is just what I talked about here. I'd flag it on out. All right, this flag stays sturdy. You're ready for your next move to the upside. That's how I'd be playing Alchemy Pay for another move. Again, the bigger picture takes us 27%. And then the even bigger picture, to be able to see that. And then this falling wedge should break to the upside. Also, pattern trading, 1, 2, 3, 4. We should get to the top of the pattern here somewhere about 3676. And that was my old phone number. Interesting. 3676. That would be the place that we're looking for gains. All right. I'm on fire today. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? I love each and every one of you. Have we went over Ben in the stream yet? No, let's take a look at Ben, and then I'm going to be jumping on out of here because I want 2 hours to watch my Celtics, or at least an hour and a half to watch my Celtics. I have to be honest. I do take some time to myself, and I'll be honest. I want to sit and watch the last quarter. I never get to watch the whole game because the game's already on when I'm usually doing my live stream. And so my dedication is to my stream and to my peoples here and, my channel. No one's paying the bills. You know, Jaylen Brown ain't paying my bills unless I bet, and I'm not a betting man. So I love Jason Tatum and I love Jaylen Brown, but they're not paying the bills, right? What's paying the bills is my trading, is teaching people, is getting it done. So I'm dedicated to what I need to be dedicated to. You can see here again, we pulled the Fibonacci from the low to the highs. When we got up here, I showed you there was a bearish divergence, and that was likely we're going, look, even a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You can see it there. That's a head and shoulder pattern, drop you to the downside. And I said I would look to load back up on Ben around the 706 area, which is 1207. And look, we did get all the way to the 12 area. And people didn't believe me when we were all the way up at 30 and 29. No way we're going to crash all the way back down. That's how these things work. That's actually healthy marketplace. Okay? Now we get the retracement, and I could see a massive move for Ben, 138% from where we're at, and that would take us even further up here to about 40. And with what they're doing over there and with what Ben is doing, you know, I know BitBoy, he's been to my house, all right? Me and BitBoy go back now about a year and a half, 2 years since he put me on ATB at the beginning of 2022, I think it was, right? So about a year and a half, and I got to meet him a few times. And he came to my house. I can't believe he was in Boston for his book thing. I said, hey, you want to come use the studio, do a live stream? He's like, dude, I would love to do that. And next thing you know, he was at the front door. It was the funniest thing I ever seen, man. But shout out to Ben, man. God bless you, man. It wasn't, I just couldn't believe it was happening. I was like, is this one of the biggest YouTubers really sitting in my house right now? It's pretty crazy, right? And I've got to know everyone in the space at this point, right? From Garrick Soloway to Tom Crown, to Loudmouth, my man Loudmouth. If you see Loudmouth on YouTube, to Cassius Cuvée, to BitBoy, to George, Crypto RS, Rice TV, Crypto Blood, Wendy O. I mean, the list goes on and on. Sheldon, the sniper I met, became, I felt like we connected on a higher spiritual level. God bless Sheldon. Everyone in the game here. Crypto Face, I even met face to face. What a cool dude. What a great guy. It's just an amazing place to be. Tom Crown's energy is amazing. Shout out to Adam. Marketing. Adam really is an amazing guy too. And this guy too, 6P, man, my man 6, one of the nicest people you ever see, man. Always making himself look fresh to death too. He looked at me because he was in the club always with like a whatever shirt, and he was like, listen, man, I dress like you, man. I keep it goof. He's like, you come to Houston and I'm gonna make you the nicest suit. You know what I mean? From nuts to butts, man. You're gonna be all the way ready to go, man. He's like, I like keeping it fresh to death, right? And so do I. You know what I mean? If people don't laugh at your dreams aren't big enough. And I'm really serious about that. That's why when I say I'm a billionaire, people gawk at me. I'm going to become a billionaire. They look at me like I'm out of my mind. I want them to look at me like I'm out of my mind. You know what I mean? Because if they're not looking like me, I'm out of my mind, then it just ain't happening. 55, 53, they're neck and neck in the second. This is a game to watch with a minute left in the second. This is going to be absolute insanity into the third and fourth quarter. Let's see what happens. So I believe we found that local top for the night. Again, I would wait now on this flag on the 1 hour time frame that I just discussed. And I already went over Bitcoin in depth. I don't think I need to be. And I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. to break it down. I showed you Ben. Great place to load up on Ben. And let's look at the chat right now before I jump on out of here. All right. And I already streamed for about 45 minutes today. It's another hour and a half. 2 hours I stream in every single day. Wow, they came up from 52.41. Dang. The course is 1,000% worth it. Help me refine my skills and give myself more of a direction with my trading. God bless you. Let's DM later about the schedule for super chats. Tonight is scheduled for Life or Friend, but we can work it out. But we need to chat. Shout out to Love Learning. Sounds good. Life or Friend. Life or Adam. Great stream as always. Well-deserved, most dedicated and realist in the game. Thank you. It's 3:30 a.m. Still here in the live. Can't sleep. Gotta learn. Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to Volcan Abbey. That's a new name in the live. I've never seen that. Smash the likes, fam. I still feel like 25K is a mental number for people for whatever reason. Hey, whatever they want to believe, man. I had joined but couldn't find where you have your setup for indicators. And interesting. That's just right at the beginning of the learning library. Create Bitcoin, mine it. When you get the most rewards at the beginning, say you're banning it and say all your miners are out to expand adoption even more and make trillions. Yeah, exactly. The greatest time for a moment for normies when crypto pumping, because it isn't just about America. Exactly. There's so much more going on here. It's a worldly coin. No one cares about the debt ceiling in China. You know what I mean? They're happy. They want to see us fumbling around with our thumb, like playing with thumbs. I have 3 exchanges ready to separate my scalp and swing positions, and Bing X has perp and standard futures, forcing me to take profits at 1,000% gains. Help sometimes. Shout out to Honda, man. Love you, brother. Thank you for the call. Just made 50% off trading, holding for 2 days. God bless you, brother. God bless you, each and every one of you. I missed the Miami special, just patiently waiting for another special. D Shuffle. If you email my wife and you beg just a little bit, she's pretty easy. And you say, hey, I really, you know what I mean? You'd be surprised, D Shuffle. So email my wife at cryptolifers@gmail. She just might bend the knee. Pepe is a big support turn resistance. If we flip to support again, good bang to the upside. Let's take a look at Pepe. And honestly, all you got to do is be consistent in your life. I like Pepe because it bounced off this lower time frame, resistance here. And look, that's the 786 retracement. That would have been a perfect entry. Now we're bottling and hailing here with the 786. We're getting tighter in the zone. We're getting tighter in the channel. To me, it's only a matter of time. The 3-hour is a little high right now. And I don't normally trade the 3-hour. I just happen to click on it. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is overbought too as well. Let's take a look at our daily and our 22. Our daily looks ready to go. Our 22 still has momentum to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Pepe. I really do. And there's talks that like some big firms have been buying Pepe, institutions. I've seen some articles talking about how some major players have been into Pepe, which is interesting. They're buying up all the liquidity for Pepe. So people seem to think Pepe is going to be bigger than just this little pump. One day we may look at Pepe, and this may be just the tiniest pump ever, and this may be something absolutely massive. I'm still in Pepe as well. So I got some skin in the game for Pepe. I made about $12,800. I keep saying 12,000, but around almost 13K off Pepe. Was able to flip some of those gains into Ben, and then I was able to make, about $2,000 off Ben too as well. So the money has just been flowing in from these little coins. It just continues to move. So I like what I'm seeing here. And look, Bitcoin at 27,069, and I was able to scalp that so beautifully. I scalped the exact top of that piece and nailed it, and absolutely nailed it. All right. Whenever I have BOOKMAP on, it's tend to take away, I guess, But look, there's more liquidity to the upside than to the downside. 27.4. I wouldn't be surprised if we made it further up. Even into tonight, we may get another pump. You never know. Watch the smaller time frames. All right. For me, I'm going to keep it grandpa and just watch that 1 hour. All right. I'm watching that 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I like what Pepe's doing too as well. As long as it can stay above the zone, if it loses this area, it may come back down. But, I mean, it already retested right there and got bought back up. People have already disclaimed what they want. And honestly, that's a double bottom. Double bottoms don't have to be perfect. 1, 2, right? And you got yourself a double bottom. Buckle my shoe. The beautiful trade right here would be the retest and then ride that retest to the upside as well. If we retest the zone at about 20.65, 26.52, that would be a major move for Pepe to the upside. All right? Shout out to the 361 people on the live. I don't know why y'all left. I was still pumping and running. Is there anything wrong with Matic? Really beat down. Looking to grab a bag. You think it's a good long term? I hold Matic long term. I can't tell you what to do. It's completely up to you. When you leave Lifers Testimonials, you know you're in the right place. Read the testimonials. Join the trading group today. Don't play yourself. I'm heavy in Bob and Mong. I'm both in Bob and Mong too. Let's see what happens. The money flowing in from all the meme coins also helps with momentum to the other altcoins and Bitcoin. It does. Steve had a good video about the 5-day Gaussian channel, which is still in effect. Amen. And I've been talking about the 8-day Gaussian channel. You're going to make me say this one. I'm about to get off the live, and there's one more thing I want to talk about. So look at Bitcoin all-time history index. All right, we'll delete everything here that I have going on. We'll remove the moving averages. We'll flip to the 8-day channel. Just double-click this, and it should show me price action the right way. Make sure I'm not in logarithmic. Double-click oscillators, and they'll clean up neat. You see that? Right where you want them. I like this track. I like the ethereal woman voice in the background. It gets me going. So where's my Gaussian? Gaussian, right? And so what you want to see about the Gaussian channel, which is super exciting, is number one, when we turn red, that's close to a bottom. Number one. Well, actually, the 5 days is when we actually bottom out, right? Well, actually, look, we're on the other side of the Gaussian channel on the 5-day. Every time we've done this, it's been the beginning of a massive rally. We broke back above it. That's a big deal, too, as well. And look how beautiful the 5-day. You're oversold in the stochastics. There's a lot of indications that say we're ready to rock. If you look at the 8-day, all right, and you look at all the times we went from a bear run to a bull run, you can see right here, once we got above this middle ground, we did not go below it again. We were flying to the upside. Same thing happened here if I zoom in to back in like 2015. all right? And you look at the Gaussian channel here, we usually fight it and we make a bit of a flag like we did here. We flag. And then once we get above it, I mean, you're gone. Sayonara, Sarita. The same thing happened over here. Senorita, sorry. And, want to make sure my Spanish is proper. But here, I mean, we got back here and we're hanging out at the middle of the Gaussian channel. The second we get candles above that, I mean, that's it. That's it. It's and I'm saying anything is possible. I'm not saying, but it's just a very accurate indication that once you get above the 8-day middle range of the Gaussian channel, you are going to fly to the upside. He talked about the 5-day, I guess. I didn't see what he's talking about, but let's just kind of review what he means. I mean, every time the 5-day gets back above the Gaussian channel here, right, that's the beginning of retest the channel, and then it's gone. I mean, it happened right there in 2015. It looks like it happened even way back when here. So this is a very accurate signal for Bitcoin, all right? And someone just shouted this out, and I'm just, so look, once you get above the 5-day Gaussian channel and you go from green to red, you're likely to start that bigger move. There it is right there, 1. And that was back in what, like 2012. Here it is again when you break out in 2015. All right, then you get the halving coming, which is like, and you get China pumping in. We have a lot of bullish narratives right now. We really do. All right, here it goes again. Here, fine. We had this one swan event, came back down, but to me that was pandemic. I think we were supposed to just get a little retracement and start our move up. The pandemic created the inverted head and shoulder, which was a beautiful buying opportunity. I bought a whole Bitcoin down there. So what they did was just give me better prices. That's all they did. They thought I crushed us, but they made it better for the smart investor. We got back above this area and we were gone. Look, here we are again. 4th time in its life cycle, and we're back about to do damage. So I like what I'm seeing here, and this flag is just absolutely beautiful. You see this flag? That is a beautiful flag on the 5-day chart. Low stochastics, ready to go. I'm telling you right now, anything could happen, but I'm far more bullish than bearish right now for Bitcoin, all right? I'm far more bullish than bearish for Bitcoin at the present moment in time. And look, we're back above 27,120. We're getting close to that sell. This thing could just continue to moon tonight. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of money coming in. It's low liquidity on a Saturday. And again, I showed you there's more movement coming. And I want to flag this out, but like, let's see. I mean, wow, the 1 minute is in a flag now. This flag could continue, So you got to go to smaller time frames when price action moves fast. Smaller time frames are going to help you figure out what's going to happen. But that 1 minute says we're about to pump even further up to about 27,379 for more gains. Now we're at 27,143. It's getting pretty crazy to the upside. So only time will tell. But I mean, look at that. I mean, I would watch this flag on the 1 hour on the 1 minute time frame. There's a chance we pump up one more, then we make a bigger bullish divergence. That would make sense because this would come up a little higher. We'd go higher. We'd have a swing up to swing up, but a swing down to swing down, and then that could be our local bottom. Wow, we're mooning right now at 27,146, and it looks like we're going to continue to the upside. Look, another double bottom here too for price action, and you just want to see this thing. And it's almost an Adam. It's almost an Eve, an Adam double bottom where the Eve's just on the right side. But there's your double bottom again. That's starting to move right now. That measured move would take you to 27,381. Wow. I'll keep the trading group up to date throughout the night and see what I see. Liquidity also is kind of building further to the upside. We did show you that there's that 27.4 sell, 27.3, and there's more liquidity to the upside than to the downside on BOOKMAP. This is a heat map order book, which shows you where the money is. So you can hit a link to BOOKMAP. You can hit a link to my TradingView account. To TradingView and get yourself a TradingView account. This is where I'm doing all the damage here on TradingView, and then hit a link, of course, to get into MEXC. This is where you really want to be trading with 0 fees on spot, basically very little fees if you use limit order here. Limit orders as you're taking your leverage trades. It's going to be a massive move to the upside. Let's take a look at the Celtics right now. It should be the end. Maybe they're in the halftime right now. I don't know if they began the third quarter yet. Time tends to fly when I'm live streaming. Still at halftime with the Celtics up 4 points. Hanging on to a barely little lead. It looks like they were up bigger and they gave some back, but we will see. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for it. Grant Cardone is hosting a Spaces right now. Pretty interesting. You can see what side of the fence he's on, but I mean he's a businessman. Most businessmen you can only see kind of what they're looking at. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats that came on in. $16 in chat revenue. May God bless each and every one of you. If you want the recording of my class, just email cryptolifers@gmail.com to get it. Soon we're going to have a pay network up on the website. We're redoing the whole website yet again for the 4th time, but we're going to get it right this time. I promise you that. Hey, nothing is ventured, nothing is gained. Want to thank you so much, Sam, for the free month provided by the Crypto Rambler. I learned so much. Sadly, I can't afford another right now. I just wanted to say thank you. Fantastic, sad. I'm going to say something that hurts some people's feelings, but if you have a trouble paying 99, then how are you ever going to become a millionaire? I would do everything I can to keep staying around high value people. Costs money. That's something you want to do, man. You really want to, and again, maybe you can't afford, I don't know what your situation is. I will tell you, everyone here, I never said to myself I can't afford something. I would get a dishwashing job. I would sweep the streets. If I found something that was giving me gains, I would keep staying with it. I would do anything in my power to make it happen. I don't care what I had to do. I wouldn't rob a bank and stuff like that. I wouldn't hurt nobody, but I would find an honorable way to make that money no matter what. I joined a trading group. I never left it until they put my number on the rafters and let me become like an honorary member. So I got to be honest with you. I never left the trading group that I came into, but I'm not a quitter. I'm someone that keeps it moving. I got to tell you my life. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just got to tell you my life. I never left the trading group that I got into. Then I started my own group of people because I had my own things going on, and I did DeFi and I did all sorts of stuff, and I didn't want to step on toes of the people that started their own group. It's rude. You know what I mean? Have a blessed night, everyone. Much love and respect. Shout out to Cesar Cordero. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to everybody here. Join the 99 with the link right there. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. This one went faster than fast. I cannot believe it. But I love you all. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love, for the 528 frequency. God bless you all. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Salam alaikum. God bless you all. I think I joined more so in the winter. I'm out a lot, but I appreciate you. Got to stay focused right now. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is when you want to be focused. Again, I can't push people to do the right thing. I know what the right thing is to do. I know where the money is flowing. These are the times to be in the market because this is when the prices are the absolute lowest and you can make the most amount of money. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice, but these are just things that have to be said because I'm an experienced person in this game and I understand that most people don't get it. You know what I mean? And you'll be kicking yourself a year from now when you're like, I was waiting for the winner. Anyway, I love you all. God bless you all. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm going to be here with the Lifers Making Gains. If you want to be with us, you got to be doing the right thing. Anyway, I love you all. You can't force a horse to drink the water. You can bring it to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink it. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all. I'll see you later on tomorrow morning. And, thank you for all the awesome support. Thank you for all the love. And I'm going to keep bringing the love to each and every one of you every single night and every single day. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Be safe.